All right, here we go. So, we have been working on some skills, and so today we're going to take these skills and work with a different medium. An equation up here. What do you think this equation might mean? What do you think the equation might mean? All right, I want you to talk with the people you're sitting with. What do you think the equation might mean? All right, there's a whole bunch of letters here, right? What do you think those letters might mean? Oh, so you're thinking some algebra? What do you think? All right, put your eyeballs up here. So I've got a clue for you. These letters go along with some words that we're going to be talking about today. So BK plus TC equals I. Guesses? Charlie?
Well, I knew what the I means.
What do you think the I means?
Inferring.
Beautiful. So if Charlie figured out the I means inferring, what do you think some of the other letters might mean? Audrey, what would you guess?
The TC would be for text food.
Fantastic. And what else? What does the BK stand for? What do you think, Anna?
Background knowledge.
Fantastic, fantastic. So what experiences do we have with making inferences? What experiences do you have with making inferences? Olivia?
Well, we've done it on some of the things we have been doing on the iPad and phone. Like the math tests.
Yeah. Okay, Kirk?
We make inferences when we're reading.
Yes, definitely. Colin?
We made inferences when we did our comic things.
Yeah, we did. Charlie?
We did inferences last year in February, but I forgot what we did them for.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. So when we're making inferences, we're going to actually use a different medium today. Medium, kind of like art. So Kirk said we've been practicing making inferences while we read. We can also make inferences when we look at pictures. And today, we're going to make inferences as we look at videos. All right? So, when we do this, your job is going to be to follow along with the video, to listen, pay close attention, and the most important thing is to stop, think about it, and react. Okay? So for all of you today, I have shared a Google Sheet. And I know we haven't used Google Sheets yet, so this is going to be something new. We are going to fill out this Google Sheet. I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like. There we go. Okay. So this Google Sheet has all of our names, doesn't it? Yeah. And if we go down, we'll be able to see everybody all the way down to Charlie. And then we're going to fill out two different things here. The first thing is we're going to need to pay attention to what I see and what I hear in the video. The next thing is something that we're inferring. All right? Makes sense? So we're going to start all together as a class to practice this, and I'm going to show you what I mean. And then I'm going to give you some time to practice this. Okay. Here is our first video clip.
Here here in my garage. Just bought this new Lamborghini here. Fun to drive up.
This is the video.
I'll do it. Well, here goes something, I guess. Do this.
All right, so there was my first video clip. I was listening to her, and when I heard the little girl talk, she sounded kind of nervous. Did you hear that too?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to go back to my sheet here, and here's my name. So I'm going to write everything down by my name. And I'm going to start by writing, when I hear the little girl talk, she sounds nervous. Okay. Now I've got to make an inference. I've got to do some thinking on my own and think about, all right, so she sounds nervous. I'm inferring that this might be her first time doing this. What do you think?
Yeah.
Maybe. That's our inference. Do we know that? No. But do we think it's a pretty good guess?
Yeah.
So I'm going to write down my inference now in my inference box. So this little girl, I'm thinking that maybe the video is entitled "The Girl's First Ski Jump," but this might be the first time she's ever doing it. All right, are we ready to watch some more and then
Yeah.
stop, think, and react? Okay, here we go.
I'm gonna jump. Whoa, my ski's slipping off. No snow plows. Okay. Straight. Do you go faster on the end run? A little bit. Is it any steeper, do you think? Not much? Oh, just longer. Just longer. Just a bigger 20, that's all.
Okay. I want you to talk with your teammates. First, what I want you to do is I want you to say something that you saw or heard. That's what I want you to do first. Go ahead and talk to your teammates about something you saw or
I
heard.
heard that she started singing. She doesn't expect anything to happen.
What did you say? I missed part of that.
She's asking about speaking on the
Okay.
we don't know it's the dad. My dad she wants to see
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to come on back. So, let's see here. Who had something they heard or saw that they want to share out to the group? What is something you heard or saw? Margaret, I'm going to call on you and I'm going to actually use your name and we're going to fill in your portion of the chart here. It's like you.
heard that she was kind of scared. It was like she never did it.
Okay, think about what did you actually hear? What was she doing? Okay. All right. Okay. What else? Kirk?
I heard her dad giving her advice. So
Wait, hang on just a second. Did anybody hear that too? Yeah? Okay.
So I inferred that her dad was a good skier and her dad was trying to teach her
Oh, wow.
how to do a ski jump.
Interesting, interesting. All right. So, Kirk, when he comes to the chart, see how I'm scrolling down a little bit? He would find his name, and he would type his response in here. He heard the dad giving some advice, and then his inference is, Dad must be a good skier. Okay? And we might just say, the man who's talking to her, because we don't know if it's her dad. Maybe it might not be. Anyone else have another thing they heard or saw? Audrey? Okay, so same kind of observations as Margaret. Awesome. Olivia.
She was asking questions, like, because she doesn't expect anything to happen, so she's like scared.
Oh, so she was asking questions. So what can you infer? Let's think about Olivia's observation. She's asking questions. Who can make an inference about, so she's asking questions. What would you infer? Go for it, my dear.
Well, you infer that she wanted to know everything.
Oh.
It was, or if it's like any longer, or if I should go doing it down.
Yeah, so you're inferring that she's curious, maybe she's wondering about stuff. Okay. Tegan.
Since it never been her first time, she might have wanted to know what it was gonna do when she did it.
Okay. All right. So, what I want you to do right now before we watch the rest of this video, I want you all to open up your phone, and I want you all to get logged in. Then, I'd like you to go to your email. So those are the 3 directions, and when you get to your email, I'll know you're ready because your hands will be kind of resting on your head, and that'll let me know when you're in your email. So go ahead to your mail. So let's put a mail icon there. All right. I know Tegan's ready. I see a lot of people are ready. All right. Go to the mail. Riley, do you see where the mail is? We actually have a shortcut to it right there. Yep, right there. Okay. Okay, so we're in. Right here's your mail right here. Okay. Now, do you see you have 2 emails from me? Oh, we're all trying to get on the same website, so we might need to be a little bit patient. If you're still working on logging in, that's okay. The first email from me, do you see where it says inferences, invitation to edit?
Yeah.
Do you see that one?
Yeah.
I'd like you to open that up right now for me. Okay. Now, do you see where it says inferences?
Yeah.
So this one right here, inferences, invitation to edit. Okay. All right. Now, do you see? Good. Thanks for helping out, Rachel. All right. Where it says inferences, I'd like you to click on the word inferences. Oh my goodness! All your initials are starting to pop up. Right? So, do you see we're in the same sheet now?
Oh yeah.
All right. So, give me a thumbs up if your screen looks like mine right now.
Yeah.
Anyone have a thumbs down?
Oh wait.
Fantastic. So, I want you to leave this open, and I want you to find your name, and I want you to put your cursor, your arrow right here, right in this box next to your name. So see how you're all lighting up? So Loretta's got her cursor there, and that's where we're going to do our writing. All right. Now, I want you to bring your eyeballs back up here. We're going to watch the rest of the video together. You ready?
I got it.
want you to think right now. So think right in your mind. What's something you saw or heard? What is something you saw or heard? What I would like for you to do is I would like you to write what you saw or heard in the box right next to your name, and we will see it all pop right up.
I won't let me text.
I won't let you type.
No.
So let's see. Nick, you're here. Anyone else need help? So Emily, you're gonna come over here and go ahead and start typing. Yep, so what did you see or hear, Rachel? Okay, what did you see or do? Okay. So, those are things that you saw and you heard. Go ahead and write those things down. Or both, they're both gonna go in that box right there. Good. Alright. What's up, Charlie? Alright. Was that something he noticed? Was she screaming, yeah?
Yeah, that was too.
Yes, that's something she did. Definitely. Okay, so I'm looking forward to seeing what other people are writing down. Well, we're not even there yet. Okay. All right. So I'm looking at some friends who are writing some things down, and then other friends who might not be so sure. So if you haven't written anything yet, feel free to talk to the person sitting next to you or read some of the things that were already written, and we can go from there. Okay, so tell me exactly how you did it. Where's your name, my dear? There you are. Oh, and how do you know that?
Because when she was on the, after she tried it, she started yelling.
Okay, so I think that this is your inference, because you're inferring, right? So good work. So tell me what you got. All right. I'm gonna do a little refresh and see what we have up here.
Yeah.
You're still there. I can see it.
Yeah, I know, because I just typed it back in.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Sometimes that happens. When we work together in a document, we have to be really careful, which is why I put all your names next to the spaces you're writing in, so that we don't delete other people's work. Okay, what's up, Rachel?
That's a
lot. You're done? Perfect. It'll show up in a minute. See how mine are slowly showing up? All right. So now I see that we have our writing kind of done. Now I want you to think about what you saw or what you heard, and I want you to turn and talk to a partner and make an inference. Make an inference about what you saw or you heard. That's okay. I'll just show you that in just a second. I'm going to show you how to do that. when you have an inference? Give me a thumb sideways if you're still thinking and you're not really quite sure. Okay, let's take Audrey's right here, because she was kind of thinking but not really sure. And I'm gonna, so it says, at the beginning, the girl was talking to herself in a shaky voice. She was screaming at the end, and she was saying, yes! All right, what inference can we make? What might you make for an inference based on what Audrey's observations were? What might you make for an inference based on Audrey's observation? Riley, why do you think she was screaming yes?
Because she was excited that she made it down.
Is that a great inference by Riley? Yeah! Fantastic! She might be really excited that she actually made it down. Did she say, yes, I'm excited I made it down? No, she didn't come right out and say it, so that's an inference. Now, I want you to work on your inference. And so, Audrey, right here, you might be noticing that you've got words coming all the way over here. If you click on this box right here and start typing, see how those words will just kind of disappear behind it?
Yeah.
Do you see where I'm at, Audrey? Okay, so just click. So now everybody needs to click on their inference box after they're done with their typing and make an inference. Okay, fantastic. So think about what you saw or you heard that made you infer that. Because sometimes when the other comes. Yes, my dear. Okay, so this is actually your inference. Okay? Why is she happy about what she's done? How do you know she's happy about what she's done? What did she do or say that lets you know that she's happy? What do you know? What did she do? Oh, so that's what you heard or saw. And then the she's happy is what you inferred. Okay, I see lots of hands in the air. And because there's only one of me, if you have a question right now, I'd like you to ask your neighbor and see if you can solve it. Yeah. Oh, and that's okay. It will in just a second. So what are you going to infer?
See that little thin line right there?
So this one is, her voice is soft. Well, why do you think her voice might be soft? Okay. How are we doing? Other questions that couldn't be answered by a friend?
You're not supposed to do that. You type on the inference box with the
Okay, start typing. It will delete there just in a minute. Alright. Alright. filling up? Now, don't fear if something hasn't shown up there yet. Remember, when we work on the internet, it has to go to space and back. So we have to practice our P's. We need to be patient. Hang on just a second, my dear, okay? So, what we're going to do next is I've given you another email with links to 2 other videos, all right? And you're going to choose a video to watch and stop and make inferences like we did. How often do you think I stopped? Like, how often do you think I stopped? Anna, how often did I stop?
Like every 30 seconds.
Yeah, like every 30 seconds. Should I stop every second?
No.
No. Should I watch the whole thing all the way through?
No.
No, it doesn't give me enough time to stop, think, and react. So, Colton, I need to be able to do that. All right, now, I need all eyeballs up here. So if you're having a hard time and you're still typing on your Chromebook, I'd like you to just close your lid a little bit. Okay? Perfect, Audrey. Now, this is my box right here, right? Now, when I go in to watch my second video, I want to still type some things that I'm seeing or hearing. So I'm going to type in here. See how my cursor's back? I double tapped on it. My cursor's back. And I'm going to hit enter. Or, nope, I'm going to hit undo. Sorry. I'm just going to continue to type in here my thoughts and reactions. Okay, so I'm going to continue to type I saw and heard. And it's going to keep going over there, but that's okay. Then I'm going to click off of it. And I'm going to double tap in my inferences. And I'm going to type more for inferences. So, are you ready for the next set of directions? Your screens up here look kind of like mine, and we have tabs, don't we? So, Nicholas, I would like you to click on the tab that has your email. It says inferences, and it has the mail icon. Could you click on that tab right now for me, please? Click on the mail tab. You can see the mail. All right, when you've done so, give me a thumbs up. Fantastic. I'd like you to click on the mail tab, please. So there's your mail right there. Okay. Now, I want you to see where it says inbox. Point to it if you see it.
Yep.
And then click on it. Help a friend out if they don't see it. Click on inbox. And do you see the email from me that says open second YouTube videos?
Yep.
It's all the way at the top. It's the very top. Okay. All right. Now, I was talking with Miss Lozniak today. And I'd like you all to click on the open second. Click on it, click on it, click on it. And she was telling me all about how you've been learning about weather and climate. Can you press pause for a minute?
I didn't press anything.
That's okay.
It just came off the
That's
line.
okay. Relax, you're fine. So, what I would like for you to do is think about these 2 videos. They're all about climate and weather. And so you're going to watch one. And you're going to stop every 20, 30 seconds. You're going to write down on your chart. So we're going to do something called toggling back and forth. Toggling means we're going to go back and forth between our video page and our writing page. And you're just in those boxes going to write down what you're inferring. So, now we have a lot of people in the classroom today, don't we? And we want to keep our volume kind of down, but I do want you to work on this with a buddy. So, right now, I'm going to have Caden and Colin. You're going to work together. I haven't given you your directions just yet. All right. Anna and Tegan, you're going to work together. Loretta and Colton, you're going to work together. Audrey and Riley, you're going to work together. Margaret and Skylar, you're going to work together. Ben and Kirk, you're going to work together. Todd and Emily, you're going to work together. You 2 are going to work together. Olivia, you're gonna work with Nick. And Charlie, why don't you come actually sit right here and you can work with Olivia and Nick. And I want you right now to get beside your partner, to choose a video you want to watch, and to get started. Okay. And just choose one person's Chromebook to watch the video. We don't need to watch the video in surround sound. Okay. So just one person presses play on the video.
It's right here. See it? Oh, wow.
Your video open yet? You want to finish this real quick? Alright, girls, we're going to have about 1 more minute to finish that up.
Okay. Press it. Press it. She said only
How many seconds?
I just found out where the sound is. There, here we go.
I'll do it.
So what did you see or hear? Go back to your YouTube and type in something you saw or heard and then practice making an inference.
Pause it. And then, how do you get out
Remember
of
to
this?
stop, think, and react. Yeah, only one
How do
person.
you get out of this?
No, so you're there, you're fine. So we're in our video, can we hear it?
No, can we watch Charlie's Kids in the middle?
That sounds fantastic. So, we'll go back here and you'll get to my Okay, so Charlie, go ahead and open it up. Don't forget to stop, think, and react. So did you watch a portion of the video? What did you see?
We saw like the weather, like there was lightning, like wind, water, tornado. Yeah, like muddy water and sunny, because there were a lot of people on the beach.
So what do you think? Fine, based on what you saw and what you heard.
How do I get out of this again?
What does that make you think about?
The radio's trying to
Yeah, let's do it.
So go ahead and tell what you saw and heard. Hang on, Margaret. You can write on columns instead of writing on this one. Is that what you were trying to do? That's okay. That's okay. We're writing right next to it. That's okay. It's going to, but I'll try and tell you. Hi. So click on where you are before you're writing.
Wait, where's the
Double click, and then my cursor shows up, and now I'm here, and I can do more typing.
Yeah, yours just deleted. Yeah, it's gone forever. Emily, what's Emily doing?
Running to be with it.
That was not mine.
Yellow hair was happening when she
That was you don't gotta press that. You can just keep typing. You know that. Just keep typing. Just keep typing. First, I noticed that she was worried about doing it. N-O-T-I-C.
There it is, right? And now I double click.
That I was waiting for you.
Alright, Audrey, have you guys started watching the video yet? No, then you need to pick one and start it. So Audrey, I need you to stop what you're working on, and we're gonna work on the next video. Put your hand Put your hands on your shoulders if you can hear me. Put your hands in your lap if you can hear me. Caden and Colin, I need your hands in your lap. Now, this is the first time we've used Google Sheets, Caden, so we might not know some things. So Charlie said, oh, I accidentally erased my work. And I know that my friend Audrey did that too. Do I have to retype everything, Audrey? No. There's a special button that I can push, and it's called undo. So if I deleted everything, everybody look up here. Do you see the button right there? That's our undo button. You can go ahead and hit that. All right, we're going to work for about 5 more minutes.
Yeah, Emily hit undo and I did do it.
Okay, so let's see what we can do. No, Nicholas, it only undoes yours.
It's not undoing mine.
Okay.
It's doing
I'll come take a look at it in a
probably
second.
undoing yours. It's just type it.
Let's go back over here. And
Yeah,
Emily,
then
what work did you want to undo?
That all erased.
Oh, so now it's back. Now it's back.
It's not working. It's not working. It's not working.
Okay, so Charlie, let's come over here.
Tally.
Is that what it was?
That's my inference.
Okay.
How do I get back to I don't know how
All right. So there you go, Charlie.
I saw. Great. No, wait, no, this is
What's up here?
Wait, here, it's one. That's my inference.
Okay. So I would say just redo. Okay. Okay, so Rachel should be watching too, right?
It has to be. Do we have to type anything or is it just you? Okay. I do not think it's.
Which video did you watch?
You type in what happened. Maybe, guys, I should go back to I should go back to the video and you should how about I type it? You don't have to fix it. Dude, look at our computer. Look what it did. Who's in my inference? Skylar's in my inference.
Yeah. Okay, so if you're all done with the first video, you can watch the second
See
video.
that page? Look, Skylar. Okay.
Nicholas, you need to get to your work, right?
Yeah, but
Nope, everybody's doing that one.
I have to finish mine. I have to finish mine.
That's okay.
Oh, it's T-O-R. I don't remember anything from
What did you notice about the video? They had a small tornado. Okay, so what did you infer based on that?
There was something called I.
Well, she should be pressing her own backspace, right? Now, where are you? You're right there? So press backspace again. Nope. Is that what you wanted, or did you want to undo?
I'm right there. You're precious. I want to watch please. I'm watching that.
I think, Rachel, you might need to retype it this time. Yes, practice it. go over it in just a minute.
Okay, that's what that Margaret is talking about.
Okay, put your hands on your head if you can hear me. And actually, even before you do that, if you're watching a video, please press pause. And then put your hands on your shoulders if you can hear me. Put your hands in your lap if you can hear me. Fantastic. So nobody's, Caden, nobody's hand should be on keyboards. Thank you. All right, let's talk about these two videos and what you noticed and what you observed. So we have two videos right here. Who watched the first one, the one that started with air pressure? All right, so you watched this one. Nicholas, what did you notice in this one?
That there was at the first there was like the lady talking about like math and science.
Okay, and what did you infer from that?
Kind of inferred that it's gonna be, I don't know.
So Nicholas noticed that we were talking about, this woman was talking about math and science. Well, why do you think she was talking about math and science? Loretta?
Because weather can be
Oh, so Loretta inferred that weather could be math or science. Wow. Okay. Let's move to the other video, and I know we're going through this a little bit quickly. Who watched this video right here? Okay. Kirk, what observations did you have about that video?
I know that some science are too hard for humans to survive, and then I'm studying my reference, and I was going to write, humans cannot survive on all planets.
Oh, interesting. Colton.
For mine, I wrote the weather can be harsh and brutal.
Yeah.
And for my other one, I wrote the weather can be different from one another.
Okay, and what did you observe? What were your things that you saw or heard that made you think that the weather could be harsh and brutal?
The tornado.
Oh, what did the tornado do?
And the hard rain.
Yeah? Oh my gosh.
So
those
that
were your
gave me
inferences?
the idea of when harsh and brutal weather.
Okay. Loretta, last one.
I wrote down the weather can be different, and from an infant, wrote down I think the weather is cold.
Okay. So I want everybody to close the lid on their Chromebook. Now. All right. Closing our lids. Everybody's lids closed. We did a great job today making inferences. Remember, no matter what the medium is, if we're looking at pictures, if we're watching a video, if we're reading, we need to stop, think, and react, right? We need to make sure we have evidence. We need to know, like Colton said in his last comment, he was using evidence from the video. He saw a tornado. That's our evidence. So we don't want just any old piece because we don't want to get any wrong ideas. So we need to be clear with our evidence. And then I also want you to remember that we learn so much more when we take the time to think and process. Does that make sense? All right. Any questions about making an inference? Okay. What I want you to do is I want you to open your Chromebook lid. I want you to press the X's, and I want you to log out.